This one for WWE champions. Pay to win like every day, yeah.
I don't play mobile games.
Funny how they still think I'm a broke man.
Then I'm broke.
Even though I be pulling Hogan's. I spent like 40 grand on a couple thousand pictures of some sweaty men.
And so we literally went like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and we pick a spot. All right, it's Asian, like it's supposed to be like Asian fusion food or something. So my wife picks a combo plate. It's like chicken teriyaki and Mongolian beef. And I pick sesame chicken, okay? Cool. So we order, we wait, the food gets delivered pretty fast, too. And we sit down, we open up our food. First of all, my wife's. So the Mongolian beef looks pretty good. It looks like tender slices of beef mixed in with some kind of a sauce, some veggies. It looks decent, okay? The chicken teriyaki, you can tell they fucked it up because the edges are overcooked. The edges of the chicken are burnt. Now, you're supposed to have like a singe on chicken teriyaki that makes it have like that toasty charcoal flavor, but you're not supposed to overburn the edges, which they did. So you could eat certain pieces of it were fine, and other pieces were like inedible. It was like a rock. Like, how am I supposed to eat this, right? So that's already a bad sign. Now, let me ask you all a question, okay? When you hear the term sesame chicken, okay, what do you typically think? And I'm curious. First of all, when you order sesame chicken, are you expecting to get like a marinated chicken with sesame sauce or sesame seeds on it? Or are you expecting to get breaded chicken? Because it's different. I think different restaurants do it differently, correct? Like some places would actually just do like chicken breast or dark meat chicken, and they would cook it, marinate it, right? And then put the seeds on it, and then that's fine. But the other places would bread the chicken. You have breaded pieces of chicken that they put into like a sauce with the seeds on it, right? So it totally is different. So Don Finucci says sweet chicken with a crispy breading. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I think that when you say sesame chicken, it's supposed to have a sweetness to it, correct? I believe that's correct. All right. But I think it depends on the restaurant how they're gonna do it. All right. So first of all, I open up the package, and immediately I think I got the wrong thing. I'm like, this can't be it. But then I see there's sesame seeds all over it. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is the right thing then. Okay? So here's the thing. First of all, you can tell the sesame seeds have nothing to do with the dish. They just sprinkled them on top. They weren't cooked in it. There's no sesame flavor in it. They literally just took seeds on top and then closed the package. Okay? That's your sesame chicken. So you would say, oh, you know, sesame chicken, breaded pieces of delicious chicken. It's like probably a little crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. A nice sauce, right? It's nice, you know, marinated, so it's tender and good. So, first of all, hilarious. I always say include utensils, so that way we don't have to use our own and wash them. Give us free utensils, right? So they give us plastic forks. So I take the plastic fork. I'm like, let me try a piece. And I immediately look at it, and I realize this chicken is bone dry. There is no sauce on this chicken whatsoever. None. Zero. What it is, it looks like there's chicken, like dark meat chicken clumps. Not even like strips or clumps with a coating on it. And I'd like to say it was breading, but I have a hard time calling it that. Okay? So all it looks like is clumps of chicken with this coating on it. Zero moisture to it whatsoever. Okay? So I take my fork. And I go to, so this is the chicken, here's the fork. And it goes, chick, chick, chick. I was like, what? Wait, what? Chick, chick, chick. The fork, the plastic fork, wasn't strong enough to penetrate the coating of the chicken. The actual pointy parts, the teeth of the fork, were bending up and down as I tried to fork the food. It was inedible with the plastic fork because the plastic fork was not strong enough to get through the coating they put on this chicken. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, let me go get a metal fork out of my own drawer. All right, so I go get a fork, and I'm literally trying to move it around, and it's stuck like rock candy. This shit is stuck together in the plate. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to break it apart. Like, oh, God. No lie, it was actually glued to the bottom of the styrofoam container. It was stuck to it. It wouldn't move at all. Like it was made of glue. I was like, what the hell? So I was like, maybe this is a unique take on sesame chicken. Allow me to try a piece of this chicken. So the first piece, I pick it up. It's about the size of a piece of popcorn chicken, but it doesn't have that kind of breading. You know, popcorn chicken has that distinct breading that's crunchy and savory. This doesn't. This is like the weirdest breading coating I've ever had. So I pop it in my mouth, and I get through the coating with my teeth. It's very sweet with a little bit of savoriness. Absolutely no sesame flavor whatsoever. The meat is dark meat chicken, but I'm trying to eat it. I'm like, this ain't right. Like, whoever made this doesn't know what sesame chicken is, and this might be some weird recipe that they use. Maybe they use this for multiple different dishes, and then they just adjust it to what it's supposed to be. Like, I could see them making this and then adding a sauce, and it's a different kind of chicken, right? In this case, just toss sesame seeds on it. Oh, that's sesame chicken, right? So, I'm not kidding. I was trying to eat various pieces. You couldn't eat all of it, because some of it was, like, rock hard. Absolutely rock hard. Some of it just looked like it was just the coating and no chicken in it. So I'm trying to find pieces of chicken. I ate maybe 5 little popcorn pieces of chicken, and after that, I had enough. And that was it. It was just that and rice on the side. That was dinner. I was like, this is disgusting. Like, I can't believe it. And then my wife told me how, basically, her chicken teriyaki was also very bad, that it was overcooked, and it was inedible in parts because it was, like, burnt to shit. I was like, this place sucks ass, man. Like, what a disappointment. I said, you know what? I'm not getting screwed like I got screwed with Qdoba the other day. If you remember, during my Indies marathon on Saturday, Qdoba gave me a terrible dish, and I didn't get a refund because I didn't take a picture right away. So I immediately reported the issue. I said, this thing is way overcooked. You can tell this is not supposed to be like this. It's gross. Send us a picture. So I sent them the picture, and they did refund me. Okay? So I got refunded for the food. Now, I ate maybe 5 pieces of the popcorn chicken. And I said, you know what? So here's what we'll do. We'll hold on. For now, we'll wait. I'll wait till later tonight, and if I'm hungry, we'll eat something else, right? And I did get hungry later. We ended up getting like one of those frozen pizzas we got from the grocery store. So we had like a frozen pizza with supreme pizza. It was rising crust. It was pretty good. So that was basically what I ate. But basically, I ate the 5 pieces, and I'm like, all right, well, let's see what happened. Within 20 minutes, I'd use the bathroom. Okay? The first bathroom break was normal. But it's weird that I had to use the bathroom within 20 minutes of eating 5 pieces of overcooked popcorn sesame chicken. Correct? Then I waited about 2 hours, and then I had a little emergency, and I had to run to the bathroom. Okay? I think you can figure out what happened that time. Okay? And then about 30 minutes after that, we had another emergency. I had to run to the bathroom. I think you're figuring this out at this point. Now, we almost had a full Zen key emergency. You might say, what the hell are you talking about? Because I haven't told you this story. Many years ago, there was a new Chinese restaurant that opened in our area called Zen Key. That was the name of the restaurant, okay? We ordered from it at the time. It got delivered. And when it got delivered, they had put so much sauce into the food, it had dripped into the bag, and the entire bag was full of liquid. Okay? To even get the food out of the bag, we had to put it in the sink. So then we took the food out and we ate it, and I ate that food, and I got so sick that night. I think I may have pushed the limit of what the human body can do in a bathroom. Let's just put it that way. It was coming out every direction. All right? It was over the top bad. And so we call that a Zen key level emergency, because I've really never gotten that sick from food before. And by the way, for the record, that restaurant went out of business. They had just opened when we ordered from them. Within about a year, they completely went out of business. And it's probably because they were getting people sick constantly with bad food. Okay? Anyway, we were almost to a Zen key level of emergency last night. Luckily, it was only coming out one way. But it was way too frequent, all right? Like, it was destroying me. But after about 3 to 4 trips, it finally leveled out. I ate some pizza, and that was my night. So it's really, you got to be careful. You got to be careful when you're ordering, especially when you're ordering from a place you never ordered from before. In this case, most of the reviews were actually good, but it didn't have a lot of reviews. I noticed, like, each dish had maybe like 5 reviews, and I'm like, gee, I wonder if this is a relatively new place, kind of like Zen Key was when we ordered from it. But yeah, like, I am never ordering from this place again. 5 little bites of sesame chicken had me running to the bathroom all night long. That is not a good sign. I'm at least glad I got my money back. So now next week, when we have our day off and we order, we actually get a free meal. So that's good. But man, that is frustrating, right? Okay. So anyway, that was Phil's day off, folks. That's the story. I was setting up and testing the new equipment, and basically I was pooping all day long. All right, not very pleasant.